Hello my friends and welcome back. As you can hear it, I'm a German and I want to learn the difference between the USA and Canada. I know they are neighboring countries, they both speak English, but what are the differences in culture, in the life, and so on? Let's find out together. Let's go.
The USA and Canada are two of the most similar countries in the world, and they've always remained close friends, but they might be a little more different than you'd expect. In this video, I'm going to compare and contrast the USA versus
I know from the social media that Canada is very friendly.
Canada. Quick
Very
disclaimer,
nice people.
guys, I am American and I spent the first 21 years of my life in the US before I started traveling abroad. I've also been to Canada 5 times and I really love it there. I am making this video from an unbiased point of view and I'm trying to make it as educational as possible. So with that being said, let's jump right in with the similarities.
Let's see.
Both the USA and Canada are in North America and are predominantly English
But Canada is more coldly, I heard.
speaking. Both countries are huge in size. Canada is the world's second largest and the US is the third. With enormous size comes lots of national parks and stunning natural beauty. In terms of the overall life on the streets and standard of living, they are pretty much the exact same. The strip malls, the fast food joints, the retail shops,
really?
there's almost no way to tell the difference unless you see one of these.
But what about the French part of Canada?
Both the US and Canada have a tipping culture in restaurants where 15 to 20% is expected. So not surprisingly, you will find excellent customer service.
What?
And lastly, both nations are obsessed with sports, both are very patriotic, and the religion is predominantly Christian. Okay, that wraps up the key similarities. Now we can move onwards to the fun part, the differences. Despite being smaller in size, the US has a much bigger population.
Of course,
the third
makes
highest
sense.
in the world with 329 million residents. On the other hand, Canada is the world's 39th most populous nation with 37 million people, roughly the same size as California. Canada is freezing and during the wintertime it pretty much snows everywhere. The US does have some cold states, but many are set in warmer climates, like right now we're
And also I have heard that to get from America or from the USA to Alaska, you need to go through Canada. Is this true or not? Because it's kind of weird that you can't go directly in your own country to a different part of your country.
I am in Arizona. About 20% of Canadians are native French speakers, while 15% of Americans are native Spanish speakers. Canadians are nicer people overall, and it's not only my opinion. Just about every friendliest country ranking I found online has Canada listed in the top 10.
I've heard the same thing.
Canadians also have slightly different accents and different lingo than Americans. They also spell certain words differently than us, like color, O-U-R, and center, R-E. In the world of sports, both countries like football, basketball, baseball, golf, soccer, and lacrosse.
And hockey.
But in Canada, nothing is bigger than hockey. They are the proud inventors of the sport and is followed in every corner of the country. When it comes to food, Canada wins on poutine, bacon, and maple syrup, while the US wins in pizza, barbecue,
Isn't poutine a swear word in French?
burgers, and apple pie. Okay, maybe that one is slightly opinionated, but it's honestly the truth. While both currencies are called the dollar, they're actually quite different, and only here in the States you can find useless pennies. Does anybody use pennies anymore these days? In terms of political systems, the US and Canada both have democracies, but they function differently. The USA is led by a president, and we have 2 major parties, Democratic and Republican. In Canada, they're led by a prime minister, and they have 4 major parties and several smaller ones. Lastly, another big difference is that Canadians get free healthcare for everyone, and going to university is a lot cheaper than here in the US. That is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had a lot of fun making it. To be honest, as you
That was quite a lot of similarities and differences, and I wonder what's the difference in Canada between the English Canadians and French Canadians, and how does it compare to the US Americans? For example, how similar are US Americans to French Canadians, and how similar are US Americans to English Canadians? Because I bet there must be so many differences. If you know more, please write it in the comment section, and if you are US American or Canadian, write in the comment section what you think about your neighboring country. Do you think they are brothers or just neighbors? And if you like my content about USA and Canada, please support me by giving me a like and a follow, and I will see you later. Alligator, auf Wiedersehen, bye bye. Bye bye.